Are you a classy guy or gal? Maybe you dress something like this, or maybe even something like this instead. Do you drive a classic sports car that captures the gaze of everybody around you? Maybe you want that style, that beautiful aesthetic that you have to be brought into the beautiful world of Counter-Strike. Well, this is the perfect video for you. Today we're going to be building the most stylish, the most classy CS2 inventory that money can buy. Up first on the Glock, we have the Groundwater. I really love this skin. It has been in the game for a long time, and I've spoke about the matte skins before in other videos, but in CS2, the matte skins got a huge update, and the Groundwater is definitely one of those skins. It kind of reminds me of a classic car, right? Like a beautiful classic car. Maybe you whip the car out for date night, right? You're cruising down the town with your lovely lady. This is the classic car you take out only on Saturday night, only on Friday night, and it's beautiful. Up next on the USPS, we have the business class, right? Just a sleek leather skin. Very classic, especially with these gloves. I love the way it looks, and it definitely fits the general theme or vibe we're going for in this inventory, right? It's like your briefcase. In-game, when you're not holding the USPS, it's right on your leg, right? Beautiful skin. Always have your briefcase on your hip. You're ready for business. Onto the P2000, we have the coach class. Same sort of vibe, right? It's just kind of classy. It reminds me of maybe like the Polo store around Easter time, going into fall maybe. A beautiful plaid flannel, right? Kind of a throwback classic fit. I could see these being pants with a very nice shirt matched with them. I like the skin. I like the vibe it brings. I think it fits our theme. Up next on the P250, we have the Vino Primo, a nice purple skin, right? Maybe you're stepping it out. Maybe it's Sunday dinner. You got a big night ahead of yourself. You want to whip out something a little bit more flashy, but yet remain classy. And I think the Vino Primo does a great job of that. Second skin on the P250 is going to be the dark Filigree. I really enjoy the skin. I'm a huge fan of the artwork. It really reminds me of wallpaper at a really nice house. I'm not too sure what vibe I'm getting from this, but I could definitely see it being the wallpaper at a really nice place. Up next, we have the Dual Beretta's Black Limba. I really enjoy these things. I think they're really sleek, very classy looking. Not only do we have the sleek black top, but we also have the beautiful wood handles. What do rich people call that? Reclaimed wood. You ever been part of a conversation where you're talking to someone's mom or something? They're like, "Oh yeah, we just redid the kitchen. We got a bunch of reclaimed wood." You know, that's what the vibe these dualies give me, and I really like it, especially with these gloves. As you can see in the hand, on the right hand there, it matches very nicely. Second dually skin is going to be the Cartel. I really like these things. I think they're one of the sleekest skins in the game. Not only do you have that beautiful ivory handle and ivory cutout along the barrel of the weapon, but the nice beautiful gold flower engravings on top really remind me of a nice kind of Zippo lighter, right? You got a really nice suit on or something, right? You're walking out of a stressful business meeting, let's say, and you whip out your beautiful Zippo lighter. Maybe it looks something like this. If you guys are new to my channel, I am going to be giving away the Shadow Daggers Damascus Steel in minimal wear condition once we hit 1,500 subscribers here on my YouTube channel. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel and join the Discord server that will be linked down in the description below. Before we get into the rest of the skins, a quick word from this video's sponsor. Skins is an instant way to get new CS2 skins and make your perfect inventory. First, deposit the skins you want to trade, then filter for the skins you want. Last, hit trade, and the new skins will instantly be yours. Skins is offering up to $5 free on your first trade. The more you trade, the more you earn. If you're looking to buy skins for cheap, Skins offers a 35% top-up bonus if you use code Savimi at checkout. Check out Skins and build your perfect inventory. Unfortunately for the 5.7, I couldn't find a perfect fit. The best thing I could find was going to be this Copper Galaxy here. I do think it is on theme, right? It's brown, which is kind of a classy, formal color. It looks beautiful, though. It's kind of like a piece of art. I could picture maybe somebody in an office, instead of having like bronze trophies or bronze awards, you know, that bronze gold kind of color that they won, and like a picture like an Emmy or something like that, or a Grammy award. Instead of having one of those, they have this hung up in a showcase on display in their office. Now onto the Tech 9, I'm again going with the Groundwater. I really love the matte beige color of the magazine on this skin, and of course back to the classic car green. A dream car I would like would be like a Porsche Widowmaker in this beautiful green color with that beautiful tan interior. This is what the Tech 9 reminds me of, right? You're running fast with the Tech 9, you're entry fragging, and that's what you'd be doing in your Porsche, right? You'd be going fast, you'd be getting places, maybe even entry fragging. I'm not sure. Now onto the R8, we have the Inlay. I really enjoyed this skin. I truly think it's beautiful. It has kind of like a dragon scales thing going on it, plus an ivory handle. This makes me think like maybe your grandfather, who has had this for generations, this treasure, this family heirloom, has passed this down to you, and you're now the rightful owner. And you kind of, you never shoot it. It just stays in display. It's a work of art. Onto the CZ, we have the green plaid. Again, really a huge fan of these colors here. Back to the classic car green. And just these green and brown color schemes really just make me feel classy. They make me feel like I'm at a Polo Ralph Lauren store, something like that, right? Big fan of this. Onto the Desert Eagle, I went with the Heirloom. Really a huge fan of this thing. Super sleek, just the right amount of touch. One common thing that I think I'm finding in this inventory that I'm making here is it's not a ton of flashy skins, right? It's just sleek, clean skins. Very beautiful, right? Just the right amount of gold. Basically a default Deagle. Still have the old view model, which I think I personally like the old Deagle view model opposed to the new one, but nonetheless, it is a beautiful skin. Onto our SMGs. Up first, we have the Mac 10 calf skin. This is a skin that I have showcased a lot in recent videos, but again, it's just so phenomenally beautiful. The beautiful brown and silver kind of cream colors on there. It looks great in your hands. I love the little square patterns that are kind of overlaid by a darker brown on top. So cool. Our second Mac 10 is going to be the Commuter. Again, back to our plaid pattern we have on here with the leather on the handle and back of the weapon, as well as the handle of the gun. Blank magazine, which I feel like they could have done something a little bit more with it, but I do genuinely enjoy this Mac 10. Definitely going to be picking one up from after this video just for my personal inventory. Onto the MP7, we have the olive plaid. Again, back to this beautiful green color and plaid. I think I've talked enough about this, but I just want to point out how beautiful this MP7 is. It looks phenomenal. Onto the MP9, up first we have the music box. This is another one of those skins that reminds me of a beautiful wallpaper that probably took hours upon hours to make and print. Again, we are on theme with the colors. We have the light kind of off-white beige paired with brown. This is a very slept on MP9 in my opinion. Never seen somebody use one of these in game. It's only 6 cents, so it's extremely budget friendly, and it just looks phenomenal. Honestly, if I didn't have my beautiful bulldozer, this would be the MP9 I'd be rocking. Second MP9 is going to be the green plaid. I think I personally like this one a little bit more than the olive plaid on the MP7, just because I like the way the pattern looks a little bit more, as well as the green and brown complement each other very nicely, I think. I kind of wish there were Imperial plaid gloves that had this green plaid pattern. Don't get me wrong, I love the Imperial plaid gloves, but can you imagine if they had a beautiful dark green option like this that actually looked good on gloves instead of just like the driver's gloves racing green? Like the driver's glove racing green are terrible. Please bring us green plaid gloves. Onto the P90, we have the leather. Once again, just a solid leather skin. This is just your briefcase. This is your handbag. This is your big wallet, right? You make so much money and your wallet is this big. Imagine this on your hip, just trying to get this thing in and out of your pocket. Beautiful P90, honestly. I think the P90 has some really slept on skins. It gets kind of spoiled. I don't know why, but I feel like it has a ton of skins, and this one is definitely in the top tier. Onto the UMP, we have the Houndstooth. This thing looks so sleek in my opinion. I'm a huge fan of that pattern. Love the brown color, and it matches the gloves I picked for this loadout, the Demert Chamage, perfectly. Again, I'm sorry for the pronunciation on both of those skins. Our second UMP is going to be the Gunsmoke. I really enjoyed this skin. I didn't really know this was a multiple skin weapon. I knew it came on the dualies. I didn't know it also came on the MP7 and UMP. The reason I chose this weapon is because the brown butt on the stock of the gun paired with the white smoke on the general side of the weapon really reminds me of like a nice Cuban cigar. I mean, of course you're going to be smoking cigars, right? You're a classy guy, and this skin just perfectly embodies that. Onto the Nova, we have the Walnut. Again, just another skin that reminds me of a classic weapon. This is the gun you would take duck hunting, right? Or bird hunting, whatever. I don't bird hunt, so I'm not too sure the technological terms, but you take this out with the family, right? Maybe you go hunting with your dad on the weekends. This is the gun you whip out. Onto the sawed off, we have the First Class. Again, just another leather skin, but this beautiful dark green just speaks class to me. Our second sawed off is going to be the Mosaco. Again, this is just a beautiful looking sawed off to me. I love the colors. We have the brown, off-white, and cream. Looks perfect. Fits on theme perfectly. So that's the reason I wanted to include it. Now moving on to the XM, we have the red leather. Again, just a beautiful leather skin. Kind of reminds me of a very expensive kind of red leather couch. Maybe something you'd find in President Snow's room from the Hunger Games, right? Can you picture that? Like a very nice, high quality couch. Really enjoy the XM, and I really enjoy the red leather. I am actually going to be including a Negev skin, and that's going to be the Baroque Sand. You know, I knew about the Baroque Purple, I knew about the Baroque Orange, I didn't know about the Baroque Sand. We've talked about it before, but again, it kind of has that wallpaper pattern in my opinion, and I absolutely adore the colors. Up first on the AK, we have the First Class. I've talked about this skin in previous videos, but it's been kind of a while, and I just want to share once again how much I really love this AK. It is so sleek. I know I've said that a handful of times this video, but this is the definition of not doing too much and just being the perfect amount of skin. Now, if you're colorblind, I understand the skin probably doesn't look like anything to you. It probably looks like a default AK, and I'm sorry that you're missing out, because if you can see how sleek this skin looks, you would appreciate it. Our second AK is going to be the Leet Museo. In all honesty, I was just kind of looking for an inventory to throw this AK in. It's so out of the ordinary that it doesn't really fit anywhere. I do, however, think it kind of fits here, right? Maybe you got kind of into contemporary art. You had a little contemporary art phase. Maybe you thought you were better than everybody else around you. I don't know. I'm calling you out, Leet Museo enjoyers. But I do genuinely think the skin fits here. A little bit. Maybe not the best. I'd definitely go with the First Class if I was you. But if this is more your style, be my guest. Onto the Galil, we have the Tornado. Another skin. Again, back to the matte skins. It looks phenomenal. We're on theme with the colors, the light matte blue. Again, kind of like a different classic sports car with a baby blue finish with the leather tan interior. It looks really good. It's relatively budget as well. This thing is only about $5 in factory new, so not terrible by any means. Now onto the M4A1S, we have the Fizzy Pop. Now, this skin isn't crazy, right? It's nothing really to write home about, and the general pattern of the skin doesn't really fit our loadout theme, but I think the colors are an absolute perfect match. Just flawless complementary colors. This kind of reminds me of like a color board on Pinterest, right? Like, these are the colors you want your theme to look like, right? Boom, this is your skin, and it is pattern based. There are different patterns on this skin. Every single one is different. They all look different. They have different words, different colors. Very beautiful skin. Onto the M4A4, we have the Tornado once again, right? Exact same thing as the Galil. It is kind of unfortunate that we didn't have a better M4A4 option. If you guys think of any better choices, please feel free to leave them in the comment sections below. Onto the FAMAS, we have the Macabre. It's kind of off theme with the skulls here, but at the same time the colors fit absolutely perfectly. I love the green and I love the off-white cream color on the skin. I wish we had more good FAMAS skins. I feel like every single time I'm making one of these videos, once we get to the FAMAS, I feel bad because I really don't have a good option. But again, this is the best one, and once again, please leave comments down below if you guys have any better options. Now onto the AUG, we have the Spalted Wood. I love this thing. I think it's super sleek looking. The browns, the dark maroons, or burgundies, if that's what you want to call it, look absolutely phenomenal. Kind of going with the reclaimed wood kind of theme again, right? It's on theme. It kind of reminds me of like an epoxy covered wooden table that somebody spent a really long time making and crafting to perfection. It looks like a super high quality handcrafted piece of art. Now onto the SG553, we have the Traveler. Once again, just on theme, absolutely perfectly. Super sleek, not doing too much, looks really good in the hands. It is a little bit bigger than the other options we've looked at so far as straight leather skins go, so maybe we could call this one more your suitcase, right? It's your travel suitcase. Onto the SSG08, we have the Red Stone. Once again, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scout skin. We have so many beautiful scouts. It kind of amazes me how we have a million great looking scouts and like 4 good looking M4A4s. Really blows my mind in all honesty. Our second scout is going to be the C Calico. Once again, beautiful skin. I adore the yellow. I adore the dark green. And once again, it has the beautiful kind of wallpaper themed pattern on it. It looks phenomenal. I'm a big fan of the skin. I really wish it wasn't so expensive. It is kind of a trade up skin, but it looks so good. And last but not least, we have the Op Silk Tiger. Now, I know this thing is a little bit more flashy compared to the rest of the skins that we've had on this list, but in my head, what I picture this being, right, it's the Op. You have your knife glove combo, which generally is the centerpiece of your inventory, but other than that, the next best thing is gonna be your Op, and it's okay to get a little bit flashier with the centerpiece weapon of your inventory, in my opinion, right? You don't whip this thing out very often. Maybe you only use it once a year to go elk hunting or go, lion hunting in Africa on your African safaris, whatever you do. But nonetheless, it is a beautiful skin. It is a pattern-based skin as well. Not a lot of people know that. I adore this skin. Hopefully going to be getting one very shortly here. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I am going to be giving away the Shadow Daggers Damascus Steel in minimal wear condition. Once we hit 1,500 subscribers here on my YouTube channel, all you have to do to enter is subscribe and join my Discord server that will be linked down in the description. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.